Hey, what's up, YouTube? We got another video I want to put out for just chill out for the day. This one here I want to title "Everybody Has a Role to Play," and what I mean by that, I'm gonna use my reference chess. That's one of my favorite games. I ain't played it in a while, but if you know about chess, each and every piece on the board has a role to play. Some stay on the board for the long haul, some get sacrificed early, some leave early. But each and every piece has to play a role until checkmate. And even the most insignificant piece can still be there. The least valued piece can still be on the board when checkmate gets there. But the most valuable piece makes it to the other end. So with that, what I want to say is what I've learned from my own stories, my life. I've learned to be careful how I judge things. Be careful how I'm quick to often handle this. Often let this person know this. Often let you know what you said and how it made me feel. No, I'm not in that lane no more. So I've learned everybody has a role to play for me to continue this journey of where I'm going. I'll give you 3 examples, and I'm pretty sure some other videos you may have heard if you've been following me, but I'm gonna give you 3 examples to break down so it can be more relatable. I'm gonna do family, I'm gonna do relationship, and I'm gonna do job. And with that should cover whatever area you may be in so you understand where I'm coming from. So when I say everybody has a role to play, I start from the beginning, and I'll say I'll start with family. So anyway, I'm gonna say 10 years ago, before I got where I'm at now, this very job that I have, I was in Atlanta, and I needed to get to Paducah, Kentucky to get the job that I have now. So I didn't have the money. I didn't have the money to leave Atlanta, go to Paducah, Kentucky, and pretty much stay the whole weekend to wait till that following Monday to get on the boats. I didn't have it. So I remember a family member said, if you ever need me, call me and I got you. So I'm not thinking nothing of it, you hear that all the time, but I'm not thinking I would ever have to, pull that card. So I called this family member when that time came, and I said, look, I got this job opportunity. I need, this amount of money to be able to go take advantage of this opportunity, get everything squared away and pay you back. So, they was all cool with it and said, yeah, I got you, I got you, I got you. How much you need? So squared all that out. Cool, got off the phone, so I'm excited. I'm like, man, I get this opportunity. I'm finna have money. I'm finna go down here and handle business. I get a call back from that family member, and they said, you know what? I didn't talk to my husband, and I didn't run this by him, so I'm not gonna be able to give you all the money. I can give you half. Then it turned into, I can't give you none of it. But see, I had an opportunity on the table, so I didn't have time to get into the whole, down in my spirits, this, that, and third. I had to figure out what was the next move because the opportunity was on the table, the blessing was on the table. I just needed to figure out how was I going to get to it to do what I needed to do to execute. So what I learned was, fast forward 10 years early, that when I got told no there, see, that wasn't anything for me to take it a negative way. See, that was God showing me how was I going to react when I got my first no. Was I going to keep pushing when I got that no? Was I going to fold? How was I going to act? And I still found a way. I still kept pushing. So, a couple years later, the family member was like, man, I guess with seeing me where I'm at now, oh man, no hard feelings, da 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 da. And it's like, you know what? It's not about that. You had a role to play because, see, my faith needed to be built. And if you just gave me the money and I just went down there and got the job, there's no faith building in that. But see, there needed to be some resistance. How can you know God got you if you don't go without? How can you know that He's a provider if everybody just giving you money and every time there's a block, somebody comes and help you? Now I'm not saying that can't nobody help you, but what I'm getting at is when He sets that in motion, He has to get the glory from that. But if you step in and get everything, boom, 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 operating in that order, then that's no glory going to Him. So what I learned from that was I had to build my faith. So I had to pretty much the door had to be closed in that direction. So I hope you follow me on that one. Relationship part. This was back in high school, way time ago. So anyway, I'm dating this girl and we're getting down to our senior year, we get ready to graduate. And I ain't even gonna lie to you, geometry was kicking my ass. It was. And I wasn't finna graduate high school without that. Like, they was finna let me know, look, you finna repeat that 12th grade again. So anyway, come across this girl, very intelligent, very book smart. To this day, I thank God for you. You played a significant role to this journey. So anyway, everything was taken care of for us that all hell broke loose. But see, fast forward so many years later, she was a part of the plan to the purpose, but she wasn't a part of the purpose. She had a role to play, and she played her role. Next chapter. This next one is job. Last year, I talked to my grandma, that's my prayer warrior. I talked to her a lot, and I was talking to her about some goals, and she said, did you write it down? I'm like, write it down? She said, yeah, did you write it down? The Bible says write it down and make it plain. I said, nah, Grandma, I ain't wrote it down. I'm thinking in my head, Grandma, ain't nobody writing nothing down nowadays. Everything's technology. She said, no, you write it down. So I said, all right, cool. I got to my room and I wrote a list down and I put out what I wanted. And one of those things was to be a relief captain, which I am now. So I'm on a boat, and it was a conventional boat versus Z-Drive. Unfortunately, to tell this story, I don't have time to break down the two, but I'll just say there's a difference in the styles of boats. So anyway, I'm leaving the conventional, going to learn how to drive the Z-Drives. I'm on a vessel where a guy, unfortunately, highly skilled, top notch on his level. Unfortunately, he's a dickhead. But I endured for the fraction of time that I was over there to learn. So anyway, a situation occurred where with these Z-Drives, up under the boat, the quart nozzle, they're not meant to be hit. So when we're driving, when you're in shallow waters or always hooked up and the boat's vibrating and you're hitting wood, trees, whatever's in the water, eventually you weaken the welds on that quart nozzle. So I'm on a Tim Tom, and just so happened, I believe it was the port quart nozzle that decided that one of the welds broke. And I didn't run aground, I didn't hit anything, but the captain's like, oh, you effed up, you hit something. And the number one thing I don't care for is, you can think how you think about me, but don't F with my character. Don't F with my name. I take that very serious. So anyway, me and him exchanged words because he was coming for that. And I didn't like that. But I prayed about it and I left it alone. And, he spoke with the office and said, well, I don't think Anthony need to be on this vessel. But the office was like, look, Anthony's doing a job. He's going to stay over there. So what happened was, for insurance purposes, whether you hit something, if it occurred on your watch, you have to fill out a vessel incident report, because for insurance to do what they need to do and all this other stuff, it needs to be a paper trail. So although I didn't hit nothing, they said, look, it happened on your watch, you still need to fill this out and say what happened and all this other stuff. So I filled it out, and with that filling out, you have to do an alcohol swab test. I don't even drink alcohol, never have. I don't even smoke. I tried the social life, and alcohol tastes horrible to me. So anyway, I take the alcohol swab, and I think on this alcohol swab, if a line appears, then that means you failed that drug test. If it's blank, you good. So obviously with me not drinking, there's no line that came up. But in the comment section, this captain put that he seen a faint line on my test. I ain't gonna lie to you, I lost my shit because I'm like, you really effing with my character. First of all, I don't even drink. So it was about 2:30 in the morning. I text the port captain and the senior port captain. I said I need to get off this vessel immediately. And I sent them the picture of that comment, and I sent them a picture of my blank alcohol swab test. No line was on there, but this guy lied and said that he seen a faint line on there. So in my mind, because they said I'm not getting off this vessel when you want me to, you're doing whatever you feel it takes to mess with me. So I told them I need to get off of here because eventually, if this is the first tactic, there's many more to come, and it's going to be hard for me to hold myself back from that. Even with being a believer, I'm not going to let you F with me. So anyway, I said, okay, cool. I told them that. They said, look, we're going to get you off. So I got off that morning. I went and got on a conventional boat. Now, I just learned these Z drives. I didn't want to get on back to a conventional boat, but I said it is what it is. So I did my 2 weeks on the conventional boat. I went home. Me and my family went to Savannah, Georgia. We went to the beach. We're getting something to eat. One of the port captains that I called a long time ago, and I told him, I said, if you ever have something available for relief captain, let me know. He said, I don't have anything right now, but if I do, you'll be the first. I'll let you know. So I said, cool. So I get this call from him. He said, hey, Anthony, how you doing? I said, I'm doing pretty good. About yourself? He said, everything well, man, everything well. He said, remember when I told you that if I had something come up for a relief captain spot, I got you? I said, yeah, what's up? What you got for me? He said, well, on a Z drive, I got a relief captain spot for you if you want it. I'm like, word, you got a spot for me? I said, man, that's what's up. So I took the opportunity, but see, to get you to understand the point of what I'm saying is, see, if old boy didn't show his ass on the other boat, they would have figured you're already in the position. So we don't need to take you from this and put you over here. But because he made that move that he made, that put me where I didn't have a home, boat-wise. So I was eventually going to be just floating around. So that means technically I was a free agent. But all you did was push me into where I prayed for a long time ago. He had a role to play. And what I mean by not getting in your own way, be honest with you, I could have said some things to him about that test. But I didn't. Because it's like, you know what? There's no point in that. I'm still good. He had a role to play. And guess what? That significant role played a part in me being where I'm at now. So I thank you. Out of those 3 examples that I gave you, I thank all those people. I thank you for allowing your wife not to give me the money, because God had to teach me to have faith. I thank you for helping me with that geometry, but also thank you for letting me know that this relationship no longer works for you. I thank you for trying to corrupt my name in the process of me trying to build my name, because you pushed me where I wanted to go. So I thank those 3 people. I thank those 3 scenarios. I thank God for putting me in those 3 positions. So the point in what I'm trying to get you to understand with all of this is everybody has the role to play. So whether they lie on you, they hate on you, it's something that you prayed for, and they're pushing you towards that. Let them play their role and don't interfere. Take care.